but I'm getting started. Actually, more than started. A good amount of the hair is gone, but believe it or not, there is hair in mysterious places that has to be taken off. They're like, what? What are you saying? um, I was thinking back to when I started my YouTube channel, and I remember Lou was really pushing the narrative that he was a badass, and everybody was afraid of Lou. I was, I think, the first person to ever call out Lou, to ever have the balls to step up to him. I think he had a video. I don't know. I don't remember. Was it Mexico that he claimed allegedly that he killed people? Who remembers? Who said something was like some crazy thing? Everybody was afraid of this guy. You know, if anybody said one single thing about Lou, he would threaten to sue you. He would say, "I have a team of lawyers headed by Tina." Headed by Tina. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. God bless Tina Turner. May she rest in peace. A legend. I'll never forget it. Amazing talent. But Lou said that he will sue you. If you talk bad about me, you get ready to be served paperwork from Tina. And I remember when I first called him out, it was about Clove. Okay? And that's when me and Lou started going to war. And Lou said he was going to serve me papers. He goes, "You're getting papers." Well, the only papers I got served is my toilet papers, Lou, which I use pretty much every hour. I have never got served any papers from Lou. I never got served any papers from Tina. So what happened was I started to realize, because you have to understand that back then people were actually afraid of Lou. I'm telling you, there were people writing me comments, "Apefather, man, don't mess with Lou. Bro, that guy is no effing joke." They were telling me, I was like laughing at all these people. I'm like, "Yeah, he's no joke. He is a joke." They're like, "Bro, this guy he's like a killer." They're like, "Hey, Paul, he's a killer." Because like again, I don't know if you heard what I just said. Lou put out this video that he claimed he killed people. I don't know if you remember this. Again, I'm gonna say it's alleged, but he definitely took down this video very quickly. But he claimed like he killed people, I think in Mexico. People were like, "This guy is a fierce friggin' animal." And they couldn't believe I was going up against him. And like I said, I think people started seeing the bitch that Lou was when I started calling him out. They started noticing it. Yeah. Listen to me, okay? There's two things I have to tell you. Number one, I'm not a financial advisor. This guy, Ed SCFT. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. And there's the second thing that I say. I'm in a lot of things for long-term positions. Specifically, one of the things that you just mentioned, MBOT. And a second thing you mentioned, GameStop. In my opinion, okay, these are going to be great long-term plays. Okay? So talk to me a year from now when GameStop is at $80, $90 a share. Okay? Talk to me when MBOT starts doing surgical procedures, okay? And they're doing a better job than surgeons, robotics. And the friggin' stock is at $40, $50 a share. Talk to me then. Have a conversation with me then at that point. Bro, it doesn't make a difference where I find that information. When I make an investment, listen to me, I do it because of my own due diligence. I might hear something from the comments. Yeah, you're right. But then what I do is I research it and I do my own due diligence, and then I come up with my own opinion and my own determination if I want to get involved in something. And by the way, I'm a millionaire. So just look, as you can see, I'm relaxing in the jacuzzi right now. Where are you right now? You're probably in your mother's basement, okay, waiting for the friggin' grilled cheese sandwich. You know, you ever see that wedding crashes? Mom, we want the meatloaf now. That's that guy, friggin' AD SCFT. He's probably screaming for his mother to make a meatloaf. Oh man. Listen, see, this is what I like. You see this guy, William K. Broderick, listen. He says, I just bought 1,000 shares of NNDM now, and I have 1,000 MBOT, okay? Now he says, not advice. That's what I'm talking about. In other words, look, he is smart enough that he did his own homework, he did his own due diligence, and he is making a decision based on what is best for him. That's why he put not advice, because he's not advising you to do the same thing he's doing, which is everything that I do. If I make a video on a particular play that I think is exciting, I keep saying to everyone over and over and over again, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. But yet you still get Mama Lukes like this guy, ADSCFT, who wants to throw everything in my face. You know what I find funny about people like this guy? This is what I find funny, right? They only show up when a stock has a decline. You know, I got involved in GameStop when it was like 16, mid 16 level. Okay, how come you weren't saying things to me on the way up? You weren't saying, you know what I mean? It's like he'll just wait for the one red day. He'll wait for the one red day, and then all of a sudden, all of these people, they're like like wolves. They're like a friggin' pack of wolves. They'll show up, but they don't show up when it's green. Remember that. That's the thing you have to learn from these people. When everything is green, all these people are friggin' in between. My legs. Hey, what's up, Laura? Yes, you should do your own homework. I had a stop loss on AREB. Good. Good. Good for you. You want to know what the truth is with me, Laura? I have around 10% of my net worth in the stock market. So you know what I learned about the stock market? It's a lot like casinos. I'm telling you, because people know that I've been a big casino person. I've been in casinos at one point. I was going like 7 days a week. It was crazy. It was nuts. But I just loved the action. You know, action. I like the nightlife. I like the boogie on the disco. Oh, yeah. I like the nightlife. I like having fun. I like going out. I like eating $400 dinners, drinking. I like having a good time. So casinos was like this ultimate connection for me. I like Frank Sinatra, you know. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. So I love all this stuff, but then I realized you could get your ass handed to you because a lot of it is rigged. A lot of it is unfair. It's corrupt, right? And I learned the same thing in the stock market. Look, we all thought MMTLP was a guaranteed squeeze, and we learned the hard way it wasn't. And, you know, you see all these like lawsuits coming up now with FINRA, you know, with MMTLP. And, you know, we do have to fight corruption. Yes, we do have to fight corruption, but at the same time, we have to be cautious. I've learned to be cautious. I've learned after AMC. Look, I went heavy into AMC. I bought AMC very high. Okay, I bought AMC. Everyone knows this. Around $53 a share. I put like around close to $200,000 into it because people like Louis loves the gluey. Okay, was saying that he had insider tips. Lou's that shadow that was vaporized. I'm surprised he's not back in prison. If you want me to tell you the truth, Lou was saying crazy shit, and Lou had no disclaimer. Lou had no. See, I at least have a disclaimer. I'm at least telling people, look, I'm a clown, I'm an entertainer, don't listen to me, I don't give financial advice. Not Lou. Lou is outright telling people, I have insider connections. I have secret connections. He was saying this on videos. And what I never forget this, right? He goes, I got a call. He goes, AMC it was around $40 a share. He goes, AMC, according to my secret connection, he's a very prestigious trader, is going to go right down to 30 and shoot up immediately to $100 to start the managed event. Okay, then we're going to go to 500. That's going to go to 700. It's going to 800. Yeah, never happened. Said it was going to squeeze on March 3rd. Never happened. It amazes to me that people still listen to this guy. I really don't understand like what it is about why people watch Lou, but that's their prerogative. Again, the regulator. Long term. Awesome. What's up, Ace 13? That's my jam. What's up, Mo? Long term, the regulator. Speak to me about MBOT and GameStop. Okay, those two particular plays in another year from now. Let's have another conversation. Specifically, GameStop. I see GameStop going to over $80 a share. But again, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. Lou did not call out Adam Aaron first. I called out Adam Aaron first. If you look back on a video I made, just do the research, Krabby. Krabby was like almost 2 years, like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. I made a video called AMC is a scam. But the thing I was saying was not AMC, not us, not our ape community, but the friggin' insiders, Adam Aaron, the board of directors. That's what I was talking about. I mean, and I was calling them out in the video. This was way before Lou even named Adam Aaron Popcorn. Lou didn't even come up with the name Popcorn, okay, when I was calling out Adam Aaron. So you don't know what you're talking about, Krabby. Ace 13, my live stream is about a lot of things. Unfortunately, it has a lot of haters in it. So let me start by saying there's a constant battlefield going on between me and internet trolls, which may annoy you or you may find it entertaining, but we do have a lot of battles. A lot of it is about, we talk a lot about AMC. I was known as the AMC Apefather. That was my first big play, which is AMC, the movie company. That's the stock that was supposed to have what's called the MOAS, the mother of all short squeezes. And it was supposed to make us all rich like Bon Jovi, Bon Jovi wealth, life-changing wealth, generational wealth. We talk a lot about the corruption in Wall Street. I do a lot of food videos. Sometimes I do it on my lives. Right now I'm in a hot tub in my house, so I'm not doing a food video. Comedy, jokes. Sometimes I do music. I love Billy Joel, Elton John. I'm a piano player. Matter of fact, if you get a chance, you should go to my other YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it, Ace 13, and check out my song called The Brooklyn Song. It's about growing up in Brooklyn, New York in the 70s and the 80s. It's got a real Billy Joel vibe to it, like if you like Billy Joel. So let me tell you the channel. This is my second channel, okay? It only has one video on it, The Brooklyn Song. You have to do a search on YouTube for Richie Lavoy. That's my name. Levy as in Victor, OI, The Brooklyn Song viral video. So let me tell you that again. It's Richie Lavoy, Levy as in Victor, OI, The Brooklyn Song viral video. Leave a comment, man. I'd appreciate it if you could check it out. Here they come. These are the guys I was telling you about, brother. WTF. See this guy who's a Suge Knight with the cigarette? These are the haters. Okay, these are the haters that come out. And now here's an example. When MBOT starts doing very well, you understand, and we see it going to is robotics. This is a stock, by the way. And what it is that robots could potentially be replacing surgeons. Isn't that crazy? It's like the movie The Terminator. It's like the future. It's like AI, artificial intelligence. So what's happening is that these people, it had a little bit of a bad day. They all come out like a pack of wolves. They come out like a pack of wolves. The second this thing takes off like a rocket ship, all these people, you're not going to see them no more. They're all going to disappear. A lot of haters in here, brother. Cool, I'll check out the Brooklyn Song. I'm from Manhattan, Washington Heights, but I need to move to LA. Is that what you're saying? Well, cool. I appreciate it, man. It's a lot. Look, I'm a big person with food. So, I talk a lot about the great restaurants in Brooklyn, New York, such as Spumoni Gardens, L&B Spumoni Gardens. If you're ever in Brooklyn, you got to go there, man. You got to try out the chef dinner. For me, because I'm like a regular customer, they give me double the amount of food. Like normally they'll give people, you can get up to about 5 appetizers. This is what's called the chef dinner. So you get about 5 appetizers, okay? Then they normally give you 1 pasta and they give you 1 entree. With me, I can get like 10 friggin' appetizers because they love me. They give me 2 or 3 pastas and they give me two or 3 entrees, okay, depending on what I want. Then they throw in a bottle of wine, a couple of bottles of wine. They throw in the big dessert you get. They're famous for their Spumoni ice cream. Oh, man. And they're famous for their square pizza. Their square pizza was so amazing that some people feel there was a mafia war over it. Again, I'm going to say all of this is alleged. But it resulted in the death of one of my very good friends who happens to be named Lou. His name was Lou, too. And he was one of the, beneficiaries. The parents started L&B Spumoni Gardens. The children took it over. And he was one of the children that wound up becoming a part owner. And unfortunately, in front of his house at Dyker Heights, he was shot and killed. And the thing is, he had $15,000 in cash on him in a paper bag. The money was not taken. Isn't that very interesting? The money was left with him. In other words, the person who shot him did not take that bag of money. So it just goes to show you this wasn't a robbery, right? I mean, if it was a robbery, wouldn't he have taken the money? He didn't take the money. So to me, This was something to do with their special. They have a amazing square, an amazing sauce, and in Staten Island there was a guy who opened up a business called the Square. I used to go there all the time, because I used to live in Staten Island, and I used to go there. I'm saying to myself, this is L&B Spumoni done a pizza. As soon as I tasted it, it's the same thing. It's the same square. And it turned out that the guy actually did, in fact, use the same everything. It was the same recipe, the same everything. I think even the same oven. It was crazy. And I think there was a war going on. I will say it's alleged, but God bless Lou. May he rest in peace. He was a great man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, when Lou was shot, you have to understand that we haven't. You don't see things like this anymore. You don't see things like this is out of like Al Capone days where people are shot in front of their house. So this didn't happen too long ago, and it was mind boggling to people that this happened. It was mind boggling because the mafia now they still exist. People think they don't exist no more. The mafia, oh, they still exist, but it's very, very, on the DL now. You understand? It's not like the old days where it was out in the open and everybody knew who they were. With technology, nowadays it's different. It's different than it was. They got to be careful. But you see, this particular thing that happened to Lou was out of the Al Capone times. This was like out of like, John Gotti days. Like, this is no joke. He was a good man, Lou. I shouldn't talk about this. It's starting to bother me. He was a great man. He had a great heart. My father loved him. They were good friends. And Lou was just a great guy. He used to always take care of the neighborhood. My father one time he took out the Ronald McDonald House. The children who have cancer. God bless them. And my father he rented out a big school bus. He took them to Coney Island. Get Nathan's hot dogs to go on all the rides. And Lou provided all the children with cancer pizza. Gave them boxes and boxes of pizza. He's a great man, Lou, and he's God bless him and his family. What's up, Back to the Future? People posted on Reddit I was an enforcer of the mob 20 years ago. I mean, listen, I'm from Brooklyn, so it's like I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine, Joe from Brooklyn. We all knew who the mafia was growing up, but you don't get involved. You knew who they were. They were see that's what I'm saying. It was just different times back then. It was different times. It was kind of like everybody knew who everybody was, type of thing. Nowadays it's not like that. Nowadays it's very hush hush. It's very quiet. Big difference. 1 gallon of strawberry milk in 20 seconds. I don't know about that. That's pretty hard, Vladimir Putin. I'm gonna offer you deals like this. This guy's nuts. Vladimir Putin, I offer you $1,000 in cash if you could eat 10 pies of pizza. They have to be the Apefather pie, and each pie has to be eaten in 1 minute. So you have 10 minutes. That's fair, right? That's fair. Now my Apefather pie has extra cheese. It has meatballs, sausage, pepperoni, onions, and peppers, and extra cheese. If you could eat a pie a minute, you make $100 a minute. Okay, so in 10 minutes, you have $1,000 in cash. That's my offer to you. The Square on Annandale. I went to CSI. I'm sure I've been to the Square freshman. This Square, I don't know if it was Annandale. It was on, it could be, it was on Highland Boulevard. Oh, Benison's a good person. God bless you. For Spumoni purposes only. God bless you, brother. No problem. I am going to be going to Brooklyn soon. I want to go to Nathan's and L&B, and I will get a Square on you. It was on Highland Boulevard, and it was, it could be, I'm not sure. I have to look it up. It's been so many years since I've been there, but it was on Highland Boulevard, the Square. What's the latest on the pool? They're not, well, I'm going to be taking, here's the latest on the pool. I'm paying a guy, the regulator right now, who is not A&R Pool. I'm not telling you who he is because I don't want you friggin' haters calling this guy up, I'm not telling you who he is. But I'm paying him to basically fix the following issues. We had a crack in our heater that was draining water. Now, the thing is, I bought the heater from A&R Pool as well. Okay, so that was what we believe he was telling me is causing the droopings, and it was causing the water pressure to go lower. Now the thing is, I just want to make all of you understand, I had a warranty with A&R Pool on the heater as well, and they're not getting back to me. I told them, I said there was a crack in the heater. I said send me a copy of the warranty. I said I want to know if I'm covered for this, and they did not get back to me. So I'm currently paying him a lot of money for not only the parts but the labor. The labor is mad expensive. I wasn't even expecting like I spent $1,000 on the parts, okay, which is for the heater and for I got a new pump. The pump got all messed up because of the droopings and everything, so I have to put a new pump in. But the labor is more than the friggin' parts. His labor to put in the friggin' the heater piece was like 100 an hour, so it's like no joke. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I will be taking A&R Pools to small claims court when this is all done. And I have a feeling that by next year, I will be getting a new liner free of charge from A&R Pool, as well as a reimbursement of the heater part and the pump and all the labor I'm spending money on. I feel I'll be reimbursed in full. So I'm not worried about it. Yes, I am in the bath, Eileen. Don't worry, Eileen. I'm just showing my face. You don't have to get nervous. She's like, what's going on? What? Well, you can tell Apefather's in the bed when he's got a towel wrapped around his neck. You won't see the bottom because you will be very impressed. You're going to want to come over, jump in that bathtub with the Apefather, but the ape wife will go crazy, might get a knife. I'm crazy, don't mind. A lot of people who are coming on these live streams don't know that I'm a lunatic. They don't know anything about me, so that's why I find it funny. There are people, like sometimes I'll make a video on the throne, and they'll be like, "Hey, Father, you on the throne?" No, I'm like, of course. I'm the Apefather, baby. The Apefather, just so that you understand a lot about me, is a wild and crazy guy. You know, I'm not someone who cares about anything. You know, people care in this world about their appearance, and they care about what people say about them and what people think about them. I don't care about nothing. That's it. Nothing, nada. I do what I do because I enjoy it. I like to make people laugh, and I like to be a great entertainer. Oh, there she is. Eva. Hello, Eva. Eva, you're scaring me, though. If you're 10 years old, I got to be very careful what I say. I think Eva might be like 10 years old, so we definitely have to watch what we say now. But you're welcome, Eva. Do a video where you want to throw it again. I can't do it now. Eva's here. We got it. Regulator, remember what you said. You said, be kind to children. I think Eva is a child. It's crazy, right? How did you find me, Eva? How did you find out about the Apefather? I find it very interesting. It's like I get the majority of my audience is adults. The majority of my audience are 35 to 50. How are you, Eva? I'm not sure if Eva, are you really 10 or are you a hater in disguise? Tell me the truth. Are you one of these crazy people? Are you one of these haters? Are you truly a 10-year-old girl? I think at Tendy time with that whole stuff. Remember, you're harassing my 12-year-old daughter, but yet at Tendy time, it was his number the whole time. I'm doing very good, she says. But she don't want to answer me about her age, I guess. Apefather, what are you? I didn't throw any brick in the pool, you lunatic. And what you don't understand, Ape Daddy, is that there's warranties on these things. Bob is liable. He's liable. There's warranties. You know, yeesh, I'm going to just tell you how I feel about all this stuff. Hold on. I feel that we're in an extremely corrupt system, okay? And I'm not just talking about the stock market. I believe the court system as well, okay? And I just feel that apes are depending. And I'm not an advocate of this. Look, I'm not one of you, okay? I'm not one of you in the sense that I depend on Gary Gensler. Remember how the Marine was begging Gary Gensler to acknowledge him when he had his protest? I would never do anything like that, okay? I don't believe in this corrupt system. And you should watch my latest video that I made, yeesh. I said pennies on the dollar. I said, could prove synthetic shares exist. and can start the AMC Boaz. I made it just like maybe 20 minutes ago. So after this live stream, which I am going to be ending soon because I got to start my day, check out that video. All of you should check out that video. It was just 20 minutes ago. It's on the Apefather YouTube channel. It's called Pennies on the Dollar. Could prove synthetic shares exist and could start the AMC Boaz. And I really think this is the way all of us should go. Forget about all this counting on, hoping that the 1 for 10 is not going to go through, because it probably will. You know, hoping all this stuff that everyone's got our best interest in mind. I feel like, you ever hear the expression, if you want something done, do it yourself. I don't know why everyone doesn't have that mentality. We have enough people in our movement that we could be more powerful than Citadel. We can be more powerful. But everybody keeps hoping and praying that, FINRA, and everyone's on our side. Well, look at MMTLP and then tell me what you think. Goodbye, Eva. If you're 10 years old, we have to behave when you're on here, okay? I don't know if Eva is a hater in disguise who's just trying to, mess with me. You know what I mean? It's like a 10-year-old girl. I got to watch everything I say, I got to brush up on my stock knowledge, Ace 13. I tell you the truth, brother, it's a long-term play for me, the stock market. That's it, I'm not looking to make these chumps. They're all in it for the pennies. They trade, they whatever. They look for a quick scalp. I don't have to do that because I already have a lot of money. So I put my money in for plays that I think are going to do well in the long term. And I can't wait to come back to all these Mamalukes with MBOT, with GameStop, and potentially even with AMC. Okay? And rub it in their friggin' faces when these mother effers do well. But again, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. Well, you know what's funny, Ace 13, about the GameStop thing is that I'm not sure if you're familiar what happened, but Robinhood shut off the buy button on January 28th. And if they didn't do that, my opinion is GameStop would have went a lot higher than what you saw. GameStop probably would have been over Volkswagen squeeze, which went to 1,000 a share. I think GameStop could have went possibly even higher than 2,000 or 3,000 a share. It would have went really, really big. But Robinhood, they also came out with an article not too long ago, Robinhood, that AMC was going bankrupt. So Robinhood, let me give you a hit. Let me give you a 101 about the stock market. Robinhood is the devil, okay? And there's a thing called payment for order flow, which you should study, okay? Ken Griffin, who's a market maker, Citadel, they make money every time you buy stock or sell stock. They control all the trades. There's something called the dark pools, where they can put your buy orders into the dark pool, which is supposed to be for institutional orders. This whole thing was supposed to be created for institutional orders. They're using it for someone who's buying 2 or 3 shares of a stock, and they'll keep it in there for up to 30 days. There's a lot of cheating going on, Ace 13, in the stock market. A lot of cheaters, a lot of effing cheaters. But again, I say it's alleged to protect myself, but everybody knows the truth. All these mamalukes, I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah, well, I'm from Brooklyn. See, these terms that we use in Brooklyn were very common. It's like saying hello, when you say Mamaluke. Like nobody would ever think anything about it. But when I say it now on social media, it's like this very new thing. People are like, Mamaluke, what the F is a Mamaluke? But in Brooklyn, saying Mamaluke was no different than clearing your throat. It's just a very normal, stunad, normal things, Paisan. These are all standard things. Here he is, Dale. Dale, I have to be nice to you because that was nice that you made a video saying, leave the children out of it, Dale said. Dale is an advocate. I believe the children are our future. Treat them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Come on, Dale, sing. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Anyway, it's enough. We were saying that in Philly. Oh, man. So Dale, since Dale is here, I want to talk about the Lou and the Teddy Zane fight. Okay, let's take a little break from MBOT for a second being down, okay? Look, Lou, as we all know, was trying to be a badass when he first started. He was a badass. He was. Lou put out a video, I don't know if you ever saw this, Dale, where he claimed that he murdered people in Mexico. I don't know if you saw, he took it down. I'm going to say it's all alleged to protect myself, but a lot of people know the video I'm talking about. And when I first started, everybody was like telling me, when I called out Lou for the first time, when he said Clove was going to 500, right? People were like, Apefather, you'll say, Lou is a killer. Lou is a killer. Don't mess with him. And I looked in his eyes. You understand? The eyes don't lie, Chico. And I could see that Lou ain't no killer. Okay? Lou is anything but a killer. Lou's the opposite of a killer. You know? It's like, I looked at him and I could see it in his eyes. And I called him out. And he goes, I'm suing your ass. He goes, I'm having my attorney, Tina, serve you papers. And as I always said to everybody, I never got served papers. Only papers I get served is from my wife, which is toilet paper. After I eat a lot of food and I use a lot of toilet paper. That's the only papers I've been served. So Lou is a bullshit artist. Now, Teddy Zane called him out. Teddy Zane called him out, okay? Lou was the one who instigated the fight, from what I understand. It wasn't Teddy. You know, Teddy was just calling out his bullshit. Lou was the one who instigated the fight. So Teddy Zane did everything that Lou requested. Lou requested Teddy Zane to send him an email. I saw it. I saw it in Teddy Zane's community section. He sent him an email. He has, look, just to give Teddy credit, he has the setup for a fight. He's got everything. He's got the referees. He's got the gym. He's got the friggin' ring, the cage. He's got everything, all the equipment. So Lou said he wants to fight him in the Dominican Republic. That's crazy. It's like, it's nuts. You know what I mean? Wherever he is. Where is he? In San Juan, Puerto Rico? I don't know where he is. I never know where this guy is. But wherever he is, Lou should go to Alabama. Sweet home Alabama, where Teddy Zane kicks Lou's ass. Sweet home Alabama, Teddy Zane will make a protein shake in a glass for Lou to drink. And that protein shake will be, you know what. But listen, you're all mad that Teddy Zane is calling out Lou, so you're trying to turn it on me. I've had my beefs with Teddy. Okay? Me and Teddy went at it. But you know what the difference is that Lou could see, okay, all you Lou lovers, Teddy Zane could see that Lou is a fraud just like me, okay? And you're all mad and you're all butthurt. You're all butthurt that Teddy Zane could see through Lou's bullshit. That's what it is, that you want to protect your master Lou. You want to protect him. But the thing is, Lou is coming across and looking like a biatch. He's looking like a biatch. So what does Lou do? Once Teddy Zane calls him out and he says, look, here's your email. I kept asking for the email, right? Here's your email. Give me a date. Let's set up the fight. What does Lou do? He puts on earrings, the keys, the keychain earrings. He puts on the bandana, and he's making fun of Teddy Zane. So you know what that shows me? You know what it shows me? It shows me two things. Shows me, number one, he's afraid of Teddy Zane. Lou is afraid of me as well, too. He's afraid of Teddy Zane. He's afraid of me, okay? And he's apparently very comfortable looking like a girl. Like, you notice how comfortable he was? We all know that this month is Gay Pride Month in June. So I was trying to tell Teddy that, before you actually set up this fight with Lou, keep in mind he might be busy. Today's the last day of the month for Gay Pride Month. Got to give him at least until July. Got to give him, now Lou's a patriot, right? Lou's not a liberal. So let's, we got Independence Day coming up. We got to book it for some time after that, right? But Lou's not going to do it. Lou's not going to go to Alabama. Not going to happen. Lou is scared. Lou is running scared. Lou is a true entertainer. Listen to me, the regulator. Lou is a liar. He's a hazza. He's a pig that doesn't fly straight. Okay, he's not an entertainer. Lou lies about everything Lou has said has been proven to be a lie. Are you ready? Let's start with Lou being a badass. Okay? Lou claimed he murdered people in Mexico. Okay, he put out a video. I'm gonna say it's alleged again, but this is what Lou said, okay? Lou claimed that he's been in street fights his whole life, okay? He's a badass. But I called him out, Teddy Zane called him out, and Lou backed down like a little biatch. He's not a fighter. This is not a fighter. So the badass part, let's flush that down the toilet the way I flush all my friggin' porterhouse steaks down the toilet. Or my T-bone steaks from IHOP that everybody makes fun of. But anyway, so moving on. Lou's a millionaire. Okay, so we know he's not a badass. Lou's a millionaire. What evidence has Lou proven that he's a millionaire? He wears the same Under Armour shirts every day. He's got the same $2 convenience store watch. He's got no money. He's always walking. It's raining outside. The guy's walking to the bodega to get freaking groceries. He's walking in the rain. He's walking. People don't walk. Listen to me. When people have 2 Teslas, they don't walk. I mean, everybody keeps saying, oh, it's okay to walk in. I'm not saying it's not okay, but Lou claims he has 2 Teslas. You would think on a day that's raining, Lou would probably not want to walk to the bodega to get his groceries, okay? But he does. Why would an alleged murderer confess online? Ace 13. What it is with this guy Lou, and I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him clout if you don't mind. I don't know if you know him, but if you don't know him, I certainly don't want to give clout. Now you're going to see one of the haters. I'm going to type out his channel to give him clout. Of course, there's nothing I can do to escape it, but it's fine. At least it's not coming from me. But anyway, Lou does things to get views. That's what it is. He does things to get views. He pretends to be a murderer. He's not. I don't think he's a murderer. I'll be honest with you. I think it's all bullshit. He just wants to come across. In the very beginning, Lou wanted to come across like a badass, like a tough guy. Okay. So now, once we all debunked him and proved that he wasn't a tough guy, he wanted to make it seem like he had secret connections. Okay, in Wall Street. This is what he was saying. This guy. He was like, I have insider connections. I know the top traders all over Hong Kong, all over friggin', Wall Street, London, everybody I know. He even went as far, listen to this, because you probably didn't know this. He went as far to say a corrupt bank offered him millions and millions of dollars to turn against retail investors. So the thing is, long story short, we found out that this same guy stole 73, are you ready for this, Ace 13? $73,000 from innocent senior citizens. And he went to prison. Yes. The same guy who claims he's a Wall Street guru, a murderer, a tough guy, this alleged, went to prison for fraud. Okay. Now, basically, after all of his picks, after everything he's ever said has proven to be basically wrong, okay, his channel, he had an original YouTube channel, it was shut down. It was vaporized. Now, none of us know why. Now, this channel was very established, Ace 13. He had over 73 million views, and he had over 80,000 subscribers. Why would someone willingly, think about this, why would someone willingly shut down their own YouTube channel that had all those subscribers and all those views? My thoughts, he didn't shut it down. YouTube shut it down. That's what my thoughts are. Why did YouTube shut it down? Because I believe there's a lot of cheating going on his channel, which consists of fake views, which consists of fake bots. And I think they found a lot of shit on his channel because this guy's a born cheater. He's a born liar. He's a born cheater. Why would he stop on YouTube? The guy is lying and stealing. This is what he did, like I said, when he was a child. And he came out of his mother. The guy was looking for the first thing to steal. I think, you know what I mean? He was looking around the medical office. He took the, whatever it is, the friggin', what do you call that thing? The stethoscope, whatever it's called. He took it off the doctor. He probably ran with it as a baby. Oh, man. Well, see, but John Dukin, listen to me. That's the proof that Lou is a cheater. Do you want to know what the proof is? What you're saying right now. Where are those 80,000 subscribers now? Isn't it logical? Listen to me. So Lou starts a new channel. Okay, he calls it Behind the Streets. Okay, nobody's watching him. Nobody's tuning in. He goes back, John, and he renames his channel the previous name, the one that was the established name. I'm not going to say Lou versus you know what. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't want to give that mother effer clout. But the thing is, where are his subscribers? How come all of them, who are these diehard Lou fans, how come they didn't all go run back to Lou the Master and resubscribe? It's very simple, John, and I can give you a logical explanation, John. Are you ready for the logical explanation? It's because they were never real. His subscribers and his views are not real. That's what you don't understand. So what Lou did, now that he's starting this new channel, he's still cheating, but he's doing it in a way where it's not so dramatic. Like he's not pushing himself to 80,000 subscribers. He's pushing himself slowly, little at a time, 100 subscribers here, 100 subscribers there. But do you notice how he's growing consistently? It's a consistent rise, okay? That's not possible. Nobody grows like that on YouTube consistently. Nobody, okay? So Lou is proving that everything he's doing is cheating. He probably has his own accounts, his own Gmail account set up. He probably just subscribes himself. The guy's a freaking cheater. He's told the skeptics company, what's the truth? What's up, Scott James, the bull breaker? What do I got here to drink here? A little H2O. See, now here's another thing, Ace 13. All these people keep telling me I'm broke, right? I'm going to go swim in my $73,000 pool now. I'm broke. I'm going to go out to eat, spend at least minimum. When I'm not going crazy, I spend about $200, including food and tips. Now, that's just normal. Like if I go to like IHOP or if I go to TGI, you know, thank God it's Fridays. But when I really go big, okay, when I go to like, you know, a big steakhouse or something like that, I can spend upwards of $400, $500 on dinner, $600 on dinner. So they call me broke, but yet I spend $100,000 a year on food. I'm broke. I have a $600,000 house. I'm broke. I have a $73,000 pool. I'm broke. I'm in a hot tub right now where most people probably working, right? I'm in a hot tub. So I don't think I'm broke. You could all say whatever you want, but I'm not broke. I don't think broke is a fair assessment of me. You're all nuts. You want to know the definition of broke? Lou. Lou is the definition of broke. Lou used to drink, okay, Starbucks coffees, used to get the Venti every day. Now, that's not cheap. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That's about a $14, $15 cup of coffee, okay? Lou used to get the Venti. He went from the Venti, every day he used to get it. And this was the prime when he was getting 73 million views. He went from the Venti down to a $1 bodega cup of coffee. So that's broke. That's broke. You notice how Lou never shows what he eats, but yet he's a very fat, obese man. So we know he eats a lot, but I think he's using government assistance, food stamps. That's what I think. And I think that Lou goes to the bodega, stacks up on food. You know, according to court documents, he had to live with his mother in a Section 8 apartment. Again, I'll say this is all alleged. This is all alleged. The court document didn't say it was Section 8. Let me clarify. It said that he had to live with his mother for his 3-year supervision. That's what the court document said. Okay, I just want you to know that. The court documents listed his mother's address, and he had to live with his mother for 3 years under his supervision. So that probably, we should all get rid of the concept of a penthouse apartment. Lou has no penthouse apartment. He goes to the gym every day and still weighs more than me. Lou still weighs more than me. Lou is still fatter than me. Antonio, it's all cheating though. That's what you're not understanding. It's all cheating. Even if he does pass me, it's not real. Look, can I tell you what the real test should be, Antonio? It shouldn't be, listen to me, let me tell you the real test. It shouldn't be if Lou passes me. The real test should be who outlasts who. So in other words, a year from now, is Lou's channel still up or is it vaporized? A year from now, is Apefather's channel still up or is it vaporized? My channel is going to be up because everything I do is fair. I never lie and I never cheat. I never lie and I never cheat. So that's the thing. Lou lies and cheats every day. So that's the difference between me and Lou. Okay, my chat. So you know how you all make fun of me sometimes, and you'll say, "Oh, Apefather, why did your videos only get 10 views?" Or, you know, first of all, if anybody's being cheated, I think it's me. Let me tell you something, Ace 13. I used to get my videos when I first started, 75,000 views a video. Check this out, 50,000 views a video, 25,000 views a video, and somehow my views went down to like 20 views, 15 views, 30 views. I mean, once in a while I get 200 views, 500 views, 1,000 views, but I don't really get a lot of views anymore. And I think it's because these haters sent all these complaints to YouTube about me, and I think I'm shadow banned. That's what I think. I'm gonna say it's alleged. Everything I say is alleged, but I think that I'm shadow banned with YouTube. But here's the thing. I have a strategy. And so far my strategy has been working, which is to focus more on quantity and not quality. In other words, more videos rather than making a quality video. Just I'm making like as many videos as I can. And the thing is, eventually, I already surpassed. Like I already have basically close to 21,000 videos uploaded on my channel. Close to 21,000. I've already surpassed YouTube's largest station, T-Series, who has something like 19,000 videos uploaded. I've already surpassed them, okay, in terms of videos uploaded. And I'm going to continue to pop out videos the way I pop out steaks from my colon. And I think in time, I will become the world's largest YouTuber. You'll see. I know right now all of you think I'm a psycho, you think I'm smoking blunts and all this shit. But in time, I will have so many videos uploaded that YouTube will be forced to take the shadow ban away. And again, I'll say it's alleged. And then I'm going to be rocking and rolling, baby. Just like, keep on rocking in the free world. A father is rocking in the free world. Anyway. You light up a blunt, Apefather, anytime. Come to my backyard. We'll smoke. Have a couple of shots of Johnny Walker Blue. Oh. Where is Lose Teslas? Must be with his defamation lawsuit. You're funny. It's the truth. Where are they? But it's not just, it's not just the Teslas he's lied about. It's everything he's lied about. Like I said in the very beginning, Lou actually made a video claiming that he killed, who remembers this? Who saw this video? He said he killed people in Mexico or something. Then I have to say it's alleged to protect myself, but he took the video down. Now, he says that he's this Wall Street guru. He's got all these connections. He's a guy who makes videos behind a white friggin' wall that looks like a halfway house. Everywhere he goes, even when he's in the Caribbean, it's a white wall. This guy, can someone please tell him to make a video somewhere other than a white effing wall? And you notice every time that there's police and there's sirens, he's got this guilty he's like, that's not for me. He says, that's not for me, those sirens. Ooh, because that's not for me. It's so funny in a way. It makes me laugh. It's really comical. He did say that, Krabby, he had a video up. I'm telling you, he took it down. He had a video up saying that he murdered friggin' people in Mexico, and then he took the video down. I have to say it's alleged to protect myself. But if you ask anybody in the AMC community, Krabby, I'm soft, but right now I'm in a hot tub, brother, so my balls are a little soft. You're right. My balls are a little soft. Moon Monster, I don't remember that. Well, I'm telling you, Moon Monster, I saw it. Ask the Mazzalorian. He remembers it. Ask the Mazzalorian. Ask John. That's exactly right, Ace 13. See, Ace 13 is new here, but he's learning all about Lou, courtesy of the Apefather. No one is left in the AMC community. Yeah, only 4 million retail investors. This freaking guy. You should change your name from Cleat to something else. CLIT. Oh, man. Cleat, I'm not stressed out, brother. Do I look stressed to you? I'm not holding for dear life. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing, man. We go to Moaz next week. Listen, I don't know when. I don't put dates on things. I just hold. I hold with diamond friggin' bowls of steel that are a little soft right now because they're in very hot water. Why is that bathtub water brown? Well, maybe a little of that T-bone steak came out. What can I tell you? You look a little. I do. I look stressed. I don't think so. Here, let me give you a deep breath, Blue Monster. Was that better? Do I still look stressed? I'm not stressed. But I do got to get out of here. We're approaching 50 minutes. Yeah, this is all. I know you're all dying to break my balls about these stock plays, but we're in it for the long term. We're in it for the long. At least I'm in it for the long term. I don't know about you. You got to do what's best for you. It's all the same hater stuff. What's up, Angie? How you doing, Angie? You think it's fake, Mr. Moon run by WTF? Is this true? Is this true, Moon Monster? Are you fake? You can't be. Moon Monster's always been an Apefather supporter from the beginning. I can't think that he's fake. I mean, it's possible that they could create an account that's fake. It could be an account that's fake. But Moon Monster is real. Moon Monster is a YouTuber. He has his own YouTube channel. Back to the Future is real. He's cool. Angie is cool. So these are the good people. Ace 13, Back to the Future 99 are the good people. Angie, Vetted Sin, they're all the good people. I don't know why this guy's calling me right now. This is my son's friend. I told him today was a tough day. I told him he wants to hang out. I love this kid. He wants to hang out every single day. Oh, I love him. You know why? Because when he hangs out with me, I treat him like a king. I'll call him back in a second. I treat him like a king when he hangs out with me, my son's friend. He's eating like a champion. He wants us to adopt him, I think. He wants us to adopt. He's like, can I come over every single day? He even calls me Apefather, too. Thank you, Back to the Future 99. No, he calls me because he wants to get permission. He's my son's friend, but it's like he kind of knows that I'm the decision maker. You understand? He knows that. In other words, he doesn't come here like, with money, I'll be honest. So I treat the kid. I take the kid to the arcade. He's my son's friend. This is my son, and my daughter grew to love him too. They're friends. And I just, I take him out, I treat him. I buy him food, he swims in my pool, he has fun. So that's the reason he kind of calls me for permission. Well, he's a cool guy. See, now I know this is not Moon Monster because the real Moon Monster wouldn't say the little black boy. I don't think this has got to be a bot. This has got to be this is not the real Moon Monster. I think I'm a pretty good guy, Ace 13, but thank you. I take care of my mom. She lives with us. She had a triple bypass surgery. She had double pneumonia, and I take care of her. A son's job is to always take care of his mother. My wife, God bless her, she worked during the 9/11 attacks, and she developed breast cancer that became stage 4. I have a tough life, Ace 13. I got to take care of my wife. I got to take care of my mother. I got to take care of my 2 children, my 2 dogs. I got to stay strong for everybody in my family. And I do. That's what I do, because that is what I have to do. That is what every good father and every good son would do for their family. Yeah, Angie, you were right, Angie. That's not the real Moon Monster. He would never say the little black boy like that. He's a good kid. It's just that sometimes I can't, hang out every single day. I try. Look, my son already and Sophia, they hung out with William about 10 times already. I think just in the month of June, if not even more. It's just hard to do it every day. Jabber is a good day for 1 to 2 days, and then the real Jabber comes out. I'm always the real Apefather. I don't know what Jabber is, but I'm always the real Apefather. The Apefather just tells it like it is, man. I tell it like it is. I don't hold back. Again, Antonio, Lou is a cheater. And you want to know what the real prediction is going to be? Here's the real prediction. How long until Lou's second child is vaporized, Antonio? That's the real thing. How long will it be? 2 months, 3 months? That's why I did a survey on it. And all the friggin' Lou fans came to his defense. It'll never be vaporized. He'll never be vaporized. Yeah, that's why his first child was vaporized. But Antonio, I know you predicted it, but what you're not understanding is that he is a cheater. You're just not accepting that he is a cheater. I've already, if you watch this whole live stream, I already gave 10 examples of how he's a cheater. All right. What I'm not going to repeat it. I got to get going now. I have a few more minutes. I got to go take my family out to get some food. But Ruben, even if he does pass me, it's not real. It's cheating. It's cheating, brother. He's close. It's like 100,000 views away. But it's cheating. I'm doing it fair, and Lou is doing it with cheating. Again, I'll say it's alleged, okay? It's alleged. I said alleged. Keep laughing, brother. Let me see your house, this guy, Cleet, whatever your name is. Cleet Torres. Let me see your house. Let me see where you live. He probably lives in a trailer park, this freaky guy. Let me see where you live, Cleet. I will say hello to Jen, Back to the Future 99. I always will. You're a good person. God bless you, brother. Oil Russell Lou. This is definitely not the real Boo Monster. I think we could all agree now that this is definitely not the real Boo Monster. What's up, Brownie? Krabby, how do you explain that Lou's first channel was vaporized? He had over 80,000 subscribers, over 73 million views. What's your answer to that? Why was that channel taken down for? It's all right, John. I try my very best to respect the First Amendment because I am a proud patriot of our great country, USA, baby. We need Donald Trump back, 2024. Trump 2024. The thing is, I try to be a patriot and I try to respect the First Amendment. But there are times I do have to bend it because sometimes they just go too far. It's like if they're insulting my children, like, saying horrible things, some of these haters about my beautiful daughter, I mean, she's going to be 10 years old. She's 9 years old. They call her horrible names. When that stuff happens, I got to ban people. But after a while, I try to give them a second chance. I unbanned them. I bring them back to the live stream because I try to be a patriot of our great country and respect the First Amendment, freedom of speech. Show us your mother's house. Yeah. We've been through this already. Do not insult Apefather's wife and children. That is disgusting. Thank you, Antonio Miranda. I appreciate that. Antonio Miranda said a beautiful comment. Everyone read it. Do not insult Apefather's wife and children. God bless. Hmm. We've been through this. We've been through this, Cleet. We've been through this already. You keep repeating the same things. This is not true. This is not true. I curse on my videos all the time, Krabby, and in no way, shape, or form does that affect anything. Let me educate you because I am a YouTuber. Okay, what YouTube does is they have a section. It's called limited videos. What these videos are, if there's profanity, if there's anything that they feel, nudity is different. Nudity, you can get a strike, but if there's profanity, you get what's called limited status. So nothing happens. It's just that the video doesn't earn as much money as it would if it was not limited, and it's subject to a smaller audience. That's it. So he did take down his channel because of limited status. It doesn't make any sense, brother. Lou, I don't believe took down his channel. So that's just my opinion. I don't believe he took down his channel. I think YouTube took down his channel. Again, because of potential cheating, potential fake subscribers, fake views that could have been created by Lou himself. Again, I'll say it's all alleged. Antonio, the way Lou is growing his channel is not realistic. It's not realistic, brother. Nobody grows this fast. Bro, he's growing. It's like constantly growing. There's something rotten in Denmark, Antonio. There's something rotten in Denmark. You're just not accepting it. I'll say it's alleged, though. Yep. Moon Monster, you already proved that you're not the real Moon Monster. You are a fake imposter, Moon Monster. You know, I wish that Lou would fight Teddy Zane. It would be so great to see Lou knocked out in about like 10 seconds. I would love it. I would pay. Like, I want all of you to know that I would pay to go to that fight. I wouldn't care how much. $500, 1,000, I would pay. Lou's not going to do it. It's crazy. All you people are creating all these fake accounts, using other people's names. I never know. I don't know who anyone is anymore. I tell you, they imitate Moon Monster. They imitate John Nito. They imitate More Money Investing. It's like I don't know who. I really have no idea with all these fake accounts who anyone is anymore. It's crazy, man. But listen, I gotta get going. It's been over an hour. I gotta get some manja baby time. So God bless all of you. V for victory. Live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer, baby. The one and only greatest entertainer in the world. Apefather in the bathtub, the hot tub, the jacuzzi. Wow! Peace out. See ya. Hate to be ya. Brush your hair. I got a little hair, right? I wish I had more hair. I want to have a whole big. Maybe one day, Father will. We got to get some Rogaine. I got to get I want to get a big friggin' stack of hair. Like I got a big friggin' stack of hair on my chest. Why couldn't I lose the hair on my chest? I got hair all over my chest, my back, my ass, everything. I got to lose it on the top of my head. Well, that's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You got a bunch of hair on your ass. And then your hair shot down on your head in May. Oh, take care.